But in this matchup in particular, of course, favoring a small. Oh no, I thought it was small Smash build. No, it's town and city. So they're opting for a better movement options, allow them to just go from one side of the stage to another. And I think both are perfectly capable of doing so. Actually,
both of them should be able to use some of that movement. So far, Guilheww, though, on the assault, and those small characters can be a little pesky for the sorties. However, still, like, the thing is that one of the main things that characters like Kirby struggle with is exactly that, like just getting that battle of the range. So we'll see if he's able to overcome such harshness. Of course, like Roy does not hit you at his strongest at the edge of his sword. Quite the contrary, actually. So, like, still more of a boxer type in that regard. Though Guilheww here at a percent, which, like, I mean, that Roy could be getting those side Bs, could be getting some of those confirms. Let's see if he's actually able to do so. No. Once again, Kirby's size making that initial approach a little difficult for Swain.
yeah. Funnily enough, Guilheww has been the one playing a little bit more conservatively. Like he's just playing patiently, even though he was at a deficit at the beginning. Swain slowly lost grip of that clutch that he had. So now they're trading and they're being sent on to each of their corners. And it's hard at this point trying to get something, tries to go for the trump, unable to confirm just yet, but it is the up air. Guilheww with the Kirby is going to take the first stock. Let's see if he can get something out of this, but those low percentage combos from Kirby can be quite tricky and quite scary. Of course, Roy being a bit of a fast faller might be a little harder for Guilheww to catch. And of course, we haven't seen them just yet, but it's still a possibility, especially when he's on the active chase down.
Yeah, like it feels like even if Swain had a hard time like trying to get something going, Guilheww as well, right? Like Kirby, normally I feel like gets those nasty starting combos,
Yeah.
but here Swain seems very aware of what he has to do, so Guilheww has to go for the extra read or something different. However, the regrab is gonna be heavily punished there. Guilheww running away with this game and rolling in quite a few times after the invincibility, so perhaps Swain needs to start catching onto that. And this is the first really big combo that we are seeing throughout this game. Just 56. This is exactly what we expected to see from Guilheww, even going for those parries. Still Swain aware enough to roll away on some of those situations. However, the pain is racking up, and he is going to need to steal away some stocks. Of course, Roy definitely can do so, but is easier said than done.
You know, I'm actually loving the way that Swain is avoiding getting gimped or comboed or basically ledge guarded, because Guilheww has a lot of jumps, has a lot of opportunities to get something started, especially considering how valuable Roy resources are when it comes to recovering. And Guilheww with his Kirby can just go in, try to get something, try to get a footstool, a nair, anything, but it's Swain. It's Swain who is slowly creeping back. Now, this could be dangerous for both of them, really, because the rage, as it starts to build, if Swain gets a good start here, he could be able to get it with rage, but not quite yet. They're going back to the middle of the stage, and it's Guilheww's opportunity to seal the deal before everything goes back on him.
I thought that was going to be a counter for sure, and then Swain was going to try to go for the edge guard. Maybe be ready for something else. However, who was ready here was Guilheww with that upper, just making sure he covered that airspace, keeping Swain unchecked and getting that first game. It was a hard-fought battle, and by the end, like, Swain, you can tell, definitely didn't want to give it up. He was fighting for his life, but you cannot avoid certain death forever, not when the percent differential is so high. Still, though, very much a lot of focus on that phase. Just taking a little time, perhaps thinking of going back. Town City definitely not a bad stage for Roy. The space, though, I don't know if he wants that to... Yeah, exactly. Like, if he wants to get a little closer in close quarters because of Kirby's capabilities. So I did assume that we were going to see a long stage. And so he goes back and just now he's trying to wall out. We did see like a couple of fairs just trying to make sure that Guilheww does not roll in, that he is discouraged from trying to approach in that exact direction. However, Guilheww still manages to get this combo going, and the punish game is showing up.
Yeah, just a little bit of it, and definitely great recognition there from Swain to try to SDI as quickly as possible to avoid any potential combos that on Kirby are absolutely devastating too. Like, he can get you up to 60. A lot of characters, despite of what a lot of people might think, are actually capable of that. It's just a matter of execution and knowledge of the character. However, they're playing very aggressively. At least Guilheww is trying to get that down there. A bit of a spike there. However, it is Swain who's slowly conditioning the recovery, unable to get it just yet. A weird back air that connected, especially considering how Kirby uses to pancake under a lot of things, but he was able to clip him just enough to get him. But careful, because the ledge jump is going to help Guilheww to cover the ledge in the recovery. Still not letting go. Swain with a masterful recovery.
Yeah, Guilheww not committing, even though there was no more jump there. Of course, that up B from Roy, not the easiest move to edgeguard when you don't have the angle to do so. Great DI and floatiness from Kirby, managing to give Guilheww another chance of life here, but Swain is looking very dominant. Like, seems like he's just been waiting that extra second that is needed sometimes to get a punish, to bait an option out, and to actually get something going, but he does let it rip a little earlier here. Just a throw, though. Let's see if Guilheww is able to take it, and he does. That fair. Having so many active frames is going to make things very difficult, and here, it seemed like a bait just going out so low.
Yeah.
But Swain knows better, though, but still, he could have eaten a big punish out of that, and the overextension here is going to pay off again for Guilheww, though not as big a punish as we did see earlier. Still get something going, and Swain is still getting those same confirms the last time. Did not kill, but this time around, jab to backer, the good old Roy classic.
Yeah, even if it didn't get the sweet spot, it was still enough. The percentage, maybe a bit of a sus DI, I'm not sure about that, but still a great option for Swain to cover, and of course paying off as it did. Now, this is a good opportunity for both of them to pretty much take a step back, I would dare say, because they're going very aggressive, and it works, right, for both of them. However, you really do not want to overextend, because both of them can turn the tides in a second, and just like that, Swain slowly but surely getting what he wants, especially at the ledge. Almost could have read that. He could have let it rip just in time. That would have been a fantastic forward smash if that had connected.
Ooh, that could have been indeed that, and Swain is still falling for that same pattern of trying to go to approach from the air or trying to use an escape route, and Guilheww was all over that. And look at this combo. This is exactly what he needed, and he got that read once more. He is going for the pressure on the platform. No downer, though. I don't know if he got stuck on the platform or he was just like, I am giving you the ledge. Don't worry. I know that I am on the lead now, and I am trying to get something going. Guilheww trying to steal this game away after being behind pretty much the entirety of it. So
no, he brought it back in a second, and that's the thing. You cannot discount this character, because he can bring it back in a second, and just like that, he's slowly trying to sneak under Roy's attempts of edgeguard there. However, he goes for a better option, which is ledge trapping at this point, waiting for an option from Guilheww. The Kirby gets the ledge trump. Yes, sir. Once again, Guilheww with that confirm that is actually very hard for a lot of characters to get out of. Like, if you get trumped, you are getting for sure a back air. Kirby is not an exception, so that means that it's 2-1 over the Kirby's favor. So now it's Swain's opportunity. I really liked how he was aggressive, but a little bit more patient. Like, they struggled for a bit on the second stock. Like, they were going super hard at each other. But at the beginning, they were very, very, very patient. And I think that was absolutely key in order to, like, set the pace of the match and then just amp it up in a second.
Amp it up in a second. They did, especially Guilheww managed to steal that game away. And now he seems to be playing on the mental game side, just knowing that he has the 2-0 lead. Same stage By the way, we did see Swain in camera just do the universal sign, so just run it back.
Yep.
I know that I had the most chances of getting that game, but still just getting the wrong end of it. And those anti-airs with the turnaround up tilts, I am really liking from Guilheww. It is a very, very useful tool, and more so than just raw positioning, he seems to be coupling that with movement, which is, of course, one of the things that Ultimate does allow you to do in comparison to other games. So here, yeah, like that has been part of the deciding factor. However, the same story that we saw last game, Swain just starting with everything that he could want to. However, we cannot, and we already learned, we cannot discount Guilheww just yet.
Yeah, no, he wants you on the ledge. He wants you to make a panic option for him to punish. Careful there, because that could have connected and that would have been it. However, Guilheww still has an opportunity to bring it back. Swain opts for a very aggressive option, putting himself in harm's way, actually, with that up B. So now it's Guilheww's turn to get something done here by the ledge. Gets it downer, but unfortunately for him, lands right on that range of the Blazer from Roy Up's B. Up B's into safety. Oh, almost thought he was going to grab the platform, but no, those trumps are being deadly for the Roy main.
Yeah, like it feels like it. Like earlier, I was seeing some gameplay from Swain, and he was very, very patient by the ledge. Like he is not one to just panic press a button by the ledge. However, that is biting him right now because those trumps, like you can actually buffer an option, right? Like that is why ledge trumping is so much less prevalent in Ultimate than Smash 4. However, still, it involves a mix-up, it involves a reaction, and we've seen that Guilheww is perfectly capable of reacting to that. Though, to be fair, like he's been given those pretty much for free, as it didn't seem like Swain was inputting even a direction whenever he's getting ledge trumped. But still, a hard reaction and under the pressure of the tournament, like is still not gonna get any easier. Oh, the movement is light here reverse, and Swain swinging for the fences right there off stage, getting that second stock. Just one more, and the path to start climbing back into the set could be open.
Dude, a bit of a aerial shimmy, like just going left, right. Where am I gonna hit? And there you go. Yeah, he was just ready for it, and great punish, completely unexpected to gets it down there into the up air. A good confirmation. The punish continues. He's not letting Guilheww recover safely, and this is the opportunity that he needs. He needs to get a game over his side of the scoreboard. However, Guilheww has shown before why he's such a threat with this character, and Swain definitely looking way better. That back air still gonna put him at risk in a very bad position. However, you really don't want to get sucked by Kirby by the ledge. Swain needs to be very patient, needs to be very calm and decisive when it comes to getting this last potential hit that he needs to get into the gray ball of gum. There you go with the back air. Beautiful, beautiful stock, allowing Swain to survive just for a bit longer.
Yeah, like that is the confirmation he was looking for earlier, and to Guilheww's credit, like he was the eye in a way, which made it a lot harder to just go for the standard punish, right? Like Roy actually has to know if they are going to dash first or just if they have to turn around and then go for the double jump back air, depending on the percent. Such high percent as well. Like, it was not going to be any easier. So great reaction there by Swain getting that punish. Now, though, still not out of the woods just yet. We do remind you, that this is loser's bracket still. Like, winner of this is making it into loser semis. Loser is just gonna get to be an spectator in the rest of the tournament. So, yeah, like Kalos Pokemon League, that open space, which I thought was gonna benefit Guilheww a lot more. Perhaps what he was looking for in here is not so much the neutral, but the survivability that he could have. But still, like, he seems to be faring very, very well versus Swain. A much more even start than the last two games, right? And we do have to remember, even though one of those was a comeback on his part, like, still, this is a good sign to say that he is just trying to close it out here.
Yeah, Swain just, he's shown that he's capable of bringing it back in a second, and he's just being patient overall, waiting, going out, not overextending, which is absolutely crucial, at least in this matchup specifically, because if you give Kirby an opening, he will get a mile. Like, you really cannot allow Kirby to just go under your nose or infiltrate in an attempt gaining control of the stage. And Swain knows this. That's why he's been playing a little bit more patient, holding that shield quite effectively, and that could have been it. However, he misses, forgets that Kirby is a bit of a pancake, so it's really hard to get him with those up airs, or rather up tilt in this case. So it's an option that he really needs to keep in mind for the next situation where he is able to take a stock. However, this is an opportunity for both of them in order to take this first stock of the game 4.
Yeah, and all of those double jumps is finally paying off. Like, Guilheww was actually gonna start to read those, as we did see him actually get punished for trying to go for a read like that. And Swain getting that first stock once more. Great spot dodge to make it out of harm's way. Ooh, that was very scary. Swain still by the ledge, but aggressively making it out there with the dash attack. No combo anymore, though, and the neutral B trying to get a little flare
there you
going.
Go. There you
and
go.
Finally, yeah,
you
little flare did go. That dash attack getting the stock and bringing it back to an even count of those little heads below the below the percent. But here, look at that. This is the offensive that Guilheww brings to the table. Let's see how much he can make out of this.
Nice, a good solid almost 40%. That's actually pretty good, but doesn't need much in order to bring it back. Actually extending it quite further, but it's Swain's job to take this stock as quickly as possible before any more damage gets done to him. Do keep in mind, remember that this is, as Roy mentioned earlier, this is the loser round, so whoever loses here is out of the tournament. And fair to say, it's really not a punishment, right? Because you're in the Smash Factor house, so at least you get to chill, you get to enjoy these matches that are the best of the best in Mexico, allow you to enjoy at this point. But look, it's going back to even stocks. Last opportunity for Swain. Roy, what do you think the Roy May needs to do in order to bring this back immediately as Guilheww slowly stomps on his chances of survival?
I mean, he needs to start cleaning it up. I don't know what else to say here. Again, finding himself by the ledge, manages to sneak by, but for how long? Swain still threatening with those falling aerials, which he has been doing so far. Oh, that is big damage, though. Things are not looking great for the Roy main here. Swain is gonna need something very crucial, but he is not going to find it on this set, as it is actually over. Guilheww with the team kill. Warlock Fighters victory was guaranteed, of course, but this time around is going to go for the Kirby main, who is going to be facing versus Cloudy on the losers semis. But I do believe that we are going to be making the jump to the winners finals before that. But I mean, there is a story to be told there. That is a matchup that I'm very curious to spectate.
Shaq versus Nair.
Shaq versus Nair, one which is a classic Mexican classic. I don't know how the kid does it. El Niño, I really don't know how he does it. He did it versus Inkling. He's done it versus the Palutena a number of times. Though I would say Shaq, the big favorite,
has been grinding.
He's been on the grind. He has been to like Qatar
all around the world. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean.